that you guys do in like law enforcement, and we just want to make sure you guys treat families right. Okay. Now this is going to take a minute. You guys have to have patience. I've been praying for patience for you guys.
Okay.
Really, because since 2017, November 15, 2017, my daughter was sexually assaulted on Palo Verde school grounds. Okay, no police report was ever taken. Okay, so before we get into that, I'm going to show you guys something where I'm coming from. Now there's a court case right here. Case versus Cook. This is American public school law. Okay, this is valid. This is Supreme Court ruling stuff. CASON versus Cook. You guys can write this down, but I'm going to give a real quick overview of it. It's law enforcement. Okay, I'm going to get specific here. Your sheriff, Mike Boudreaux. Okay? And I'm happy. I'm not mad, I'm not angry. I'm so full of joy. I'm an evangelist, preacher, and an investigator. I sent some documentation into Judge Drew. Now you guys were sworn police officers. You can write this down or listen. And I have a great respect for you, Guerrero, and this guy. And if I was to pull you into court, you would remember me telling you about Judge Drew having a box in his chambers over there in the courthouse with my stuff in it. Okay, I put some documentation in there, sent it to the GOJ, the nursing board. I sent it all, double copies, Tim Ward, all the people. Okay, so I got.
You mind if I look at the?
Yeah. Case versus Cook.
United States.
And so I'm letting you guys know I have 27 years of healthcare experience. Okay, hey man, it's documented. And if you don't write something down, it didn't happen.
Exactly.
Amen, brother. And so I want you guys to understand that I know about telling you guys false information. Penalty of perjury, it's a crime.
Yeah.
Okay, so Case versus Cook says that you guys in Palo Verde School, Mike Boudreaux, and Tim Ward, the Tulare County Board of Education, you guys are liable for not making a police report because it's not there. The police report isn't there for me talking to you and the name and telling, hey, Tommy Jones says that his daughter was sexually assaulted in the bathroom by other children with their hands in their pants and their fingers in their vaginas. Okay. And so my daughter saw this and she was a mess. And I'm not being mean, I'm not being provoking, but you, Mike Boudreaux and Tim Ward, you guys are going to tell me what I saw in my child. No CPS worker or sheriff, you guys are not going to tell me it didn't happen.
Okay.
You understand that, right?
I understand.
Okay, I want to make sure you guys understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so this says right here, it's talking about stolen sweats and $65, but that's a crime. Any crime committed on school grounds, see, they give it the least possible, but sexual assault's a crime, right? Isn't it?
It is.
Is it? Okay, so up here it says, standing with Miss Cook when these reports were made. That's all I need, brother. You understand what I'm getting at? The negligent Tulare County and you guys. I'm not saying you guys specifically, but I told this to Ernie Flores, Mike McDaniels, Philip Anderson, teachers. Okay? Told them. And they didn't do anything about it. There's still no police report. And so this is another thing I want to show you about child abuse, sexual child abuse, reported by a parent to a teacher, or the child to the parent to the teacher, or the child to the teacher. Any way it goes, failure to report. It's right here. Are you guys following what I'm saying? Failure to report. Like I'm telling you to make a report. If you guys don't make this report, you could go to jail for 1 year right there.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
And the teachers can lose their teacher credentials. That's what I want.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And you guys are going to make this happen. And I'm so full of joy. See, now I'm going to switch over to Mark chapter 4. In Jesus' name, the word of God, the good soil. I've been praying the Lord, please let me have good soil to speak the truth and use my nursing credentials and my knowledge, knowing that when I write something down, as a nurse, you got to block it off and write it. And anybody writes in there, they can go to jail. You understand that, right? Okay, so another thing is right here, it says defenses for failure to report. Teachers will say, and law enforcement will say, well, there's nothing founded. And so they sweep it under the carpet. But this is saying, because you guys say that, that's even more reason to make a report. That makes sense, right? This is moral reasoning. Okay? So what we're going to do, after now I'm talking to you guys are going to take a report.
Okay. So what exactly are you wanting to report?
I'm going to report, I want a report made, a supplemental report in conjunction with November 15, 2017, that my daughter, me and you guys,
okay.
I want 2 separate reports from you guys stating what I'm telling you, that nothing was done, it was reported, that my daughter at Palo Verde School experienced sexual assault.
Okay. So I did find that report, and I read through it, and here, November 15, 2017.
Yep.
And I did look it up, and there's a report number attached to that. I can provide that to you if you don't have it.
I don't need that one. I need the report that I'm making today.
Well, right here we have your statement stating...
No.
That
I never made a statement, brother.
You never made a statement?
I never made a statement.
Do you mind if I read it to you real quick?
No, because that's not it.
Okay.
I want a separate statement.
Because you said you're... Okay, so right here...
Hold on, so let me put it this way.
I want to...
I'm going to have my deputy here out. We weren't at that scene, but I read the report, correct?
That's right.
And it states here that somehow you did make a statement that you told to Mr. Anderson that your daughter had walked into a restroom and found a female students playing with their genitals.
That's right.
So is that the same statement you're providing?
No, I want another report. Because see, everybody else had a report. I want to report with you what happened.
But I just want to let you know that day...
Hey,
no, I know.
You don't know what I'm saying?
I'm throwing it to the facts.
I get it. Yeah. I understand.
So something was done then, but we are going to continue now.
No, we want a separate report with my point of view.
I'm giving you what we're going to do.
Yes.
That was done back then, 2017. We're now to 2022. We are going to get your information again.
That's right.
But I want you to know it was kind of documented somewhere.
No. You're missing the point. There was no separate police report with me face to face. I get it.
Okay.
But I want a separate police report.
But you do understand that wasn't initially on the report.
I already told you.
Yes.
I understand.
And if you want me to talk to you, you have to listen to me too, sir.
I do.
Okay.
But you got to remember.
We're going to go forward today.
Okay. Now listen to the reality. Just listen to the reality of it.
So let's
now I asked you guys not to come here and escalate.
No.
Because I'm talking. Listen. The last 5 years I've been listening to you guys.
We're not escalating.
Yes.
We're telling you.
I told you guys not to come here and tell me to calm down. You guys aren't going to do that. I'm not angry.
Let's start with this information.
No, listen.
Okay.
From 2017 till now, I have been listening to all you guys. You guys are buttholes. Okay?
Can we go with the information? We can start the report, sir, please?
You're going to take a report?
Can you give us the information, please?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Don't rush me.
Well, sir,
we can do this tomorrow. We can do this tomorrow.
Sure, we have calls pending.
I get it, but this is more serious.
We want you to be happy.
This is more serious. I am happy. So don't suggest that I'm not.
Let's go forward.
Don't suggest that I'm not happy.
So, sir,
let's go forward.
What is it you're wanting to report?
Let's go with your statement so we can get this started, sir, so we can take care of it. That's all I want
you guys are going to have patience.
Sir, I am patient.
Okay.
Let's go forward with your statement, sir, please.
Okay. Do you have a pen and paper?
Right there, sir.
Ready to go.
Okay. In November 15th, you guys got me all flustered.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And that's wrong.
No, sir, I'm trying to calm you down.
Listen, I'm telling you that you guys are wrong. I gave you court cases right here.
Yeah.
There was no separate report made. I don't care what that says.
Okay.
I want to make you guys understand there's no separate report and you guys are liable.
That report's out of the way right now.
You guys understand you guys are liable.
We're doing it right now, sir.
Okay. On or about November 13th or 14th, my daughter Chloe Jones. Can you go get me some water, son? Oh, these girls in the bathroom with their pants down. She said they had their fingers, their hands in their pants, and their fingers in their vaginas. Okay, that's what a little kid saw. You're not going to tell me to describe it any way else. Okay.
So your daughter told you that, correct?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. And did she say what she did after she saw that?
She said that she told them to stop. It wasn't right.
Okay.
Okay. So that is highly. Now, I've talked to Dr. Timothy House.
Mm-hmm.
House is a doctor of philosophy at COS.
Okay.
Okay, now, it is unethical not to presume or to think that something else happened to her.
Okay. Did she tell you?
The way she described it,
Uh-huh.
okay, and the way she was an emotional wreck at home. Now, I'm telling you, you didn't see my daughter. You guys better knock it off, I'm telling you. Mean it. Now, we saw my daughter emotional wreck the way she's in. I've never seen her like that before. Same with my wife. And I'm doing the talking for my daughter. Because my daughter has a brain, and you guys take things out of context with kids, and I'm speaking for the daughter. My daughter, no one else. So she, no, you're not, listen, let me tell you what happened. That's what she saw. She came home a wreck, emotional wreck, tore up her birthday card. Wouldn't even talk about it. So it is thought of, and it can be assumed and presumed and highly ethical that something happened to her and she's not saying, or she blocked it out. And that's true.
Okay. So you believe something else happened?
Yes,
Okay.
she saw something, dude. She saw that.
Other than what she saw, you believe something else?
Yes, because you didn't see her.
Okay. But I mean, what we're trying to get to is, did she say that she was assaulted in any way, other than seeing something?
She was assaulted, brother. That's all I'm telling you.
But did she tell you how she was assaulted, sir?
She saw that,
Yeah.
and she told them to stop.
Okay.
So that's assumed that she was assaulted, and we have to go there.
Okay, got you. That's what we're trying to get you.
You understand what I'm saying?
Now I do, sir. Now I
Yeah. So you're not going to tell me, or the DA or someone or CPS is going to tell me that's unfounded because they don't know. But you see what I'm saying?
No, I got you, sir.
We let other people interfere in our life and make decisions, and that's going to stop. Boy, I'm so happy.
So confirming your daughter at the time was 6?
About 6 years old.
Okay.
She just turned 6.
Is she
5 to 6.
Is she here today?
Yeah, and you're not talking to her.
Okay, that's what we have to ask. If you allow us to not to, that's
No, because they already took things out of context.
Got you.
It's done.
Got you. Okay.
Done.
So with this information you provided, we're going to make a report. And are you, if we have to refer this to detectives or do further
No,
investigation?
you're gonna.
Are you going to allow us to speak with her? Because we're going to have to talk with her directly. So will you allow that to happen?
If we're with her, but we're going to talk for her now. Because you understand what I'm saying?
No, yes.
You guys are done talking to my kids, and that's a parent right.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to start listening to me what's said.
That's what we're trying to ask.
Yeah, and a detective, whatever you got, it's founded.
Okay.
Because all we need is her brain.
Sure.
And you don't need to talk to her no more because
Okay.
you're talking to me. And that's
Perfect.
what you guys are going to, that's what you guys are going to intercede for me. You're going to say, you know what? You're going to say, hey, Mr. Jones, we believe him. And you know what? You've traumatized his family, and you're going to let him speak for his children.
Exactly.
That's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Okay? And so in addition to this,
Excuse me.
what's not on that police report, I did not have a weapon. Write this down.
Okay. Weapon when? What day, sir? Or what?
On that day, it's November
Okay.
15th. I did not have a weapon.
All right.
I did not keep people hostage.
Okay.
Okay. It was reported to Ernie Flores, Mike McDaniels, and Philip Anderson of this sexual assault.
Okay.
They refused my claims.
Mr. Flores is what title?
He was the principal and superintendent at that time. He has been fired since then for other stuff.
Principal and superintendent.
Yes.
Okay. Who was the other names you threw out, sir?
Who?
The other names you threw out, Mr. Bizarre?
Mike McDaniels.
And what's his title
He's a teacher.
at that school?
Yeah.
Mike McDaniels.
Yeah.
Was he your daughter's teacher?
You know, I know him, and he was just he was on campus, and I approached him because I grew up with him.
Gotcha. Any other people that you spoke to about that day?
Philip Anderson.
Philip Anderson. What's his title, sir?
He's principal.
Principal also.
Or vice principal.
Vice principal.
Yeah. Okay. They refused my claims.
Gotcha.
I asked them to contact Lieutenant Campos. This is true.
Okay.
I talked to Deputy Salim. Write this down.
Yes, sir.
And Lieutenant Campos before I went there.
Okay.
Lieutenant Campos called me. Why are you calling my deputy? I need help at Alverde. Write this down.
So you actually talked to Campos?
Yes.
Okay.
And Salim.
Both of them.
Yeah. I told them, I'll tell you, what do they need me for? I said, when I get there, I'll tell you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay? All right? Now, I was given permission. Stop. Hold on. Okay. I told Mr. Flores if he wasn't going to listen to my claims, I was going to remove my children from that school immediately. He refused my claims and told me to get my kids and leave.
Okay. Did you do so at that time?
Yes.
Okay.
He was in 4th grade. My daughters were with me. He was in another class.
So you grabbed your children that day, and
he was in another class. Mr. Flores refused my claims. I told him I was going to take my kids out. He said, "Get them out of here." My daughters was with me because they were there on lower grade. He's upper grade, so he gets out later. So I went across school campus because he said to get my son. I could get my son. He escalated it. Now see this kid right here? When we came, I'm going to speak for him and he's going to say yes or no. He's going to agree because that's what we talk about. That's what parents do. I went to his room and he knows not to lie. I went to that room nice and calm. He got his backpack and we got out of the classroom. Mr. Anderson and Mr. Flores and another teacher, but he doesn't recall the other teacher. But he recalls Mr. Flores and Mr. Anderson. They blocked us. I want this written down.
okay,
They blocked us.
Flores and
Mr. Anderson.
Anderson and Flores blocked.
There was an unknown teacher there, but I don't know his name. He doesn't remember, but he was there.
Okay.
They blocked us in
As you were going into the classroom?
as we were leaving.
Leaving the classroom.
Yes, I had my son, and we were leaving.
Okay.
Okay, I told them, I know what strong-arm kidnapping is. You are preventing us from getting to safety. He was there.
This is the son you're taking out of the
Yeah.
classroom. Can we have your son's name, please?
Thomas Franklin Jones the fourth.
Thomas.
Yes.
Thomas Jones,
Yes.
the third.
Fourth.
And can we have his date of birth?
July 19th, 2007.
2000,
July 19th, 2007.
7.
7. Gotcha. Thank you, sir.
He's going to be 15 next week.
Getting too big, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Can barely fit on my bed anymore.
I told them I know what strong-arm kidnapping is, and you are preventing us from getting to safety.
Okay.
Okay. Like I said, I have 27 years of healthcare experience. I know what I'm talking about when I say strong-arm kidnapping. You not be able to get to safety. I know what I told them, and he was there. So when we were leaving, Mr. Flores was harassing me with his cell phone.
How How was he harassing you, sir?
I was walking away and he was following me, going like this. And I was ducking out of the way and he touched me.
Was he like recording you?
Yes.
Okay. This was Flores again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, when I say he touched me, I ducked and you can see his hand and it grazed me.
Got right side.
This side.
Okay.
I protected myself. I went to try to grab the phone because he was right there on my face. I was getting it out of my face. I said, "Hey, don't touch me." And he told me that if I touched him, it was the last thing he would ever do. And I told him, "Hey, buddy, you touch me or my kids again, I'll kick your ass."
Gotcha.
That's not a threat. I was defending myself because he had touched me. And I was batting he was there.
Mm-hmm.
He's my witness.
Okay.
Okay? So, we went out to the parking lot. You writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because I know what I'm saying. And if I get this police report and it's not there, if it's not exactly what I'm telling you, it's not right.
Okay, so you went to the parking lot.
So we made ourselves to the parking lot. Because I'm not a lawyer, but a reasonable person knows and is not afraid to talk to a police officer under any circumstances.
Good.
I'm reasonable
Sure.
and ethical. So we stayed in the parking lot knowing what I was there for. I wasn't there to talk about Snickers candy bars. I was there to talk about sexual assault.
Okay.
And sexual assault can be visual, brother. Sure can. You betcha.
Okay.
Okay, so when I'm standing there, we're thinking that the sheriff's department's coming for us. And I'm going to say this. She's a dumbass, Deputy Celine, because she pulled her effing gun on us. And she had no reason to pull her effing gun on us. Because you know why? She knew me.
Okay.
She's an effing idiot. Really. Now, I'm going to push this, and I don't want her on the force no more.
Okay.
I'm serious. I'm going to get loud, and she's dangerous. Okay, now I got a child abuse charge on me. You know why? Because I described what the police officer was doing to my kids.
Okay.
The police officer pulled her gun, pointed it at us when there was kids behind us. Isn't that what's going on in society today? Dumbass police officers doing that shit? Isn't it?
Some are making some bad decisions.
Yes, they are. No,
Okay.
yes, they are. It's happening. Even the cops are killing kids by accident, right?
Yeah.
By accident. And isn't the FBI being investigated for not reporting child abuse? Yeah, with those gymnastic kids? Yeah, it's happening, dude.
Okay.
They're not reporting it.
Okay.
Okay? So Deputy Salim, she pulls her gun. Okay? So, ethically speaking, if I get a child abuse charge on me because I'm just describing what she did, doesn't that mean that she was in the wrong? Because my daughter was more traumatized of the sexual assault. My kids weren't traumatized that I told him what she was doing. They were traumatized that she pulled her gun on them. I was protecting my kids by giving them honest information like a parent's supposed to watch out for these murderous cops. Because I did a thesis to the DOJ. I did some police some investigation on murderous cops and false police reports.
How long was your thesis?
Oh, I sent it to them.
Did you?
I did a report to them.
Dang.
That's what I'm talking about. This stuff is in Judge Drew's office.
Judge Drew's.
In my box. See, I want to go and search through that to see if it's there, because I know it put it there.
You have a box with like a file cabinet, or
There's
box?
my file is there. So I turned some stuff in through the court legally. The Superior Court had it stamped, that I wrote to the DOJ and the nursing board and the Department of Hearings, sent copies to Mr. Ward, sent all this stuff to Judge Gary Johnson. See, that stuff is supposed to be there on records.
Sure.
When you write things down, it should be there, right? It should.
Should.
Because it's stamped there.
Yeah.
And my witness is my wife that we did it.
Okay. Back to the statement you gave about your daughter. Your son was a witness to that incident after the fact, when you try to get your kids out of there. If we have to speak to your son, will you allow us to do so also?
I will speak for him.
Thank you. Okay. You got the case
And
number?
it will be valid.
Get a Mark's actually.
Are you recording this? And it's going to be valid.
Sure.
Me talking for my son, because we have a history with people changing the story.
We have pulled the case number with all the information you just provided, sir. So we are going to document this.
So do you have a case number now?
Yes, he's going to give you a business card, sir.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so let me show you something here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have to document this stuff. So, see, I made a report yesterday. This one right here.
That was yesterday?
Yeah, this one right here.
Okay.
I made another one today. Right here, report 163. And this is what she was supposed to write. Now, I'm going to get this. This is similar to something she's supposed to write. Cason versus Cook. Teachers and police officers can be held liable for not filing criminal police reports from parents to teachers on criminal activity. Okay. Police officers and teachers, DAs, sheriffs, Mike Boudreaux. I'm saying Mike Boudreaux. Are subject to prosecution, and Mike Boudreaux can be pulled from sheriff. This is what this is right here. This is why I'm not playing with you guys no more.
Okay.
I've did my research. Now. Okay, one more thing. You guys gotta be patient. I got.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay. Now you got, but this is. I know you got all that, but this has been lacking, and child molestation is. I'm done. Okay, 3:15. Okay, right here. Let me read this to you. This is so neat. Okay, if the reports of suspected child abuse and neglect are determined to be unfounded, well, in this incident, it's founded because my daughter has a brain. Okay, so it says determined to be unfounded. Teachers are said to fear possible liability suits for slander, libel, defamation of character, invasion of privacy, and breach of confidence. However, you know what however means? Even though we know that, there's something else that will overrule that. However, all states have enacted legislation. It says all states. California. So put California. Boop. Then you put Tulare County. Boop. All states have enacted legislation which grants immunity to reporters of child abuse and neglect from criminal and civil liability if the report is made in good faith. See, I made this way before all this lies was made. So see, I want you also to put down there that Thomas Jones, come on, write this down. Thomas Jones can receive.
Do you mind if he takes a photo of that real quick, sir?
Go ahead.
Okay.
It's yeah, but you can look this up. It's the Supreme Court.
Yeah. But this way we can say that's exactly what you showed us, sir.
Yeah. It says a person making a report, which is in my perspective, no one else's perspective anymore. Because there's a perspective that has to be stood on. That's law. My perspective. So you guys have got to leave me alone now. You got anybody that comes and says lies to me. You can't do that to us. Because I don't. It's all right there. Because I'm a law-abiding citizen, brother.
It's not focusing.
Let's give it a shut up.
There you go.
Perfect.
All right. So let me read it to you, and so we get it out, because he's recording this. It says, so all states have enacted legislation which grants immunity to reporters of child abuse and neglect from criminal and civil liability if the report is made in good faith. I did. That's my daughter. For example, the Virginia immunity statute states a person making a report shall be immune from any civil or criminal liability in connection herewith unless it is proven that such person acted in malicious intent. I am not doing this. This is not false. It's founded. But see, let's go over this too right here. You want to take a picture of this? Because it says penalty for failure to report, meaning police officers and the teachers. Mike Boudreaux, Tim Ward, Ernie Flores, Philip Anderson, Mike McDaniels, and that lady that lied and said that I was holding them hostage. Yeah, because that escalated it up to a code 3. That's one of the officers says so. Why did you, ma'am? Why did you call us back a second time when Mr. Jones didn't do that?
Can you hold that up just like you did before so we can get the
That,
shadows and there we go.
I only got 2 minutes of recording time.
Now let me read this to you. It says, these states have established criminal penalties for persons found guilty of not reporting instances of child abuse in our perspective. Okay, look what it says. And neglect, commonly classified such as an offense, listen, classified such as an offense as a misdemeanor. Punishments normally include fines up to $1,000, jail sentence up to 1 year or both. You know, I wouldn't mind to see Mike Boudreaux in jail, bro. Or Tim Ward. I wouldn't mind seeing him. I want you to, can you write this down?
That you don't want.
I wouldn't mind seeing Mike Boudreaux and Tim Ward, Ernie Flores, Philip Anderson, Mike McDaniels disciplined and removed from their jobs.
Okay.
Now when I get that report, I hope that's on there.
All right.
Because guess what? They said some dirty crap about me, and I'm going to tell the truth about them.
Okay, so it was Mike Boudreaux,
Tim Ward,
Tim Ward,
Ernie Flores,
Ernie Flores,
Mike McDaniels,
hold on, give me 1 second.
Dad.
Mike McDaniels,
Did you get Philip Anderson on there?
no,
Philip Anderson.
Philip Anderson, Philip Anderson.
That's it right now.
That's it for now?
Yeah, and that's always open when names come up.
Okay. All right. So I pretty much got all your statements, and the sergeant's got your statements. Here is our card with our new case number, okay?
Okay.
And our phone number right there on the bottom.
So when will this be available?
Well, I got to go back and write my report, so
Tomorrow.
probably, yeah, you'll be able tomorrow.
How about the other gentleman? There'll be 2 reports made.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All good?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, sir.
Thank you.
All right, you have a good night, okay?
Okay, thank you.